Sometimes we forget why we're here. It's easy to fall off track. These help us remember.
These battle scars don't look like they're faded, don't look like they're ever gone away. They ain't never gonna change. These battles.
Growing up I had a dream, something no one else could see. Tell me what it means when your faith is falling beneath your knees and you can't breathe. Everything you see reminds you of what you're not or something you won't be. You gotta take what you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in the business. Not because they wanna do it, just because they heard it pays. And who the fuck wants to be poor knowing that's how we've been raised? Society is getting heavy, I can feel the weight. The pressure of success is like 100 million pounds of shame. And that's the reason I'm staying up late, trying to find a way to escape the stereotypes this day and age is making me feel like the only way I'll be happy is getting signed to a label and making money through rapping. I wanna share my emotion because this world is attacking the very principle of life that lets the people be happy. If you don't have a reason to breathe, why even live? These battle scars are impressions of everything that it is.
Don't look like they're faded, don't look like they're ever gone away. They ain't never gonna change. These battle scars don't look like they're faded, don't look like they're ever gone away. They ain't never gonna change. These battles.
Now, if I had a voice that reached 100 million people, I'd tell them there's a reason that we're all created equal. Cause some decide to be great and some decide a sequel to an average person's life is simply what they want to be. So you make your decision, all I know is what I'm given. Won't define the life I lead or the way I dwell in existence. I've seen a greater image on the walls of where I'm living, and the words twisted and scripted remind me of something written. Faith is a gift that is given down to the people. If one believes it, one receives it. It's given if it is needed. Don't ever think you're trapped in a life that you never wanted. Your options are infinite, that's some mathematical logic. I'm not saying I'm a prophet, I'm speaking for what it's worth. These lyrics define my prayers and these battle scars on my church. Not saying I'm a prophet, I'm speaking for what it's worth. These lyrics define my prayers, these battle scars on my church.
Don't look like they're faded, don't look like they're
to fall off a cliff. Tom Brady is going to be a bum in short order. Brady will go from being elite, maybe he's still the best, to can no longer play effectively in the NFL. It's going to happen in an eye blink either this year or next.
What's up, it's your boy Audio, and I'm back once again with another video. So as y'all see, yes, right now it's comparison between who is the GOAT in this situation. You got Terry Bradshaw, Joe Montana, and Tom Brady, right? 2 of 3 of these quarterbacks have actually been to the Super Bowl and is undefeated in the Super Bowl. Similar to the Jordan LeBron comparison, right? But a little bit different dynamics here, right? Well, actually it's not. So let's get into it. Okay, so what we have here is Terry Bradshaw. Been in 4 Super Bowls, has won 4 Super Bowls, 4 Super Bowl rings, right? Championships. But let's stop. All total respect to Terry Bradshaw. I don't even know why I put you in this discussion, but I felt like I needed a third person. So we're going to wipe you out right now. But that's not... Okay, so this is the reason why Terry Bradshaw cannot be put in this GOAT conversation, right? Terry Bradshaw, quarterback, touchdown to interception ratio over the years is quite horrible. It's quite horrible. So, you look at 212 touchdowns to 210 interceptions. You right there. You did nothing to separate yourself. You had Lynn Swan, and some other great talents back there. You had the best defense maybe of all time to help propel you through these rings, right? So, Terry Bradshaw, I hate to bust your bubble, but you, my sir, my friend, are not a GOAT on GOAT status, but you was a hell of a role player, and you were, strategic in them Super Bowls, right? So let's move on to Joe Montana and Tom Brady. We have one that's actually, so, okay, this is deep, right? This conversation, it gets a little tricky. So we have Tom Brady, who has thrown over 500 touchdowns in his career, which we have 553 touchdowns to 183 interceptions thrown by Tom Brady. But you have Joe Montana, who's thrown only 273 touchdowns to 139 interceptions in his career, right? So you look at it and you say, okay, Tom Brady, clear GOAT here. Why is that? Why is that? You say, okay, Joe Montana had John Taylor, Dwight Clark, Jerry Rice for 2 or 3 of the Super Bowls. You had Roger Craig as your running back. You had a good defense to help you out as well, but you didn't really have to rely on that defense. But the defense was stellar, right? You look at Tom Brady and you say, well, who did he have to help orchestrate all his Super Bowl wins? The running back by committee is exactly what that has been. It's been committee. Not one person has stood out. You have Corey Dillon. You have LeGarrette Blount. You have a whole host of other running backs who has helped Tom Brady along the way. The receivers, like I said, Joe Montana had Dwight Clark. He had John Taylor. He had Jerry Rice. Well, Tom Brady had Moss. And correct me if I'm wrong, he didn't win the Super Bowl with Moss. They had an undefeated season and did not win the ship with Moss, who was arguably the best quarterback of all time. And yes, I say this as well too. So, well, there's 2 things there, and I'm gonna get to that in a second. But Tom Brady has had Gronk, Edelman, Wes Walker, Troy Brown. These are outside of Gronk and Moss, and like I said, he didn't win the shit with Moss. Outside of Gronk, it's like these are names. It's like who? Wes Walker wouldn't be a number 1 on another team. Edelman would not be a number 1 on another team. Tom Brady has propelled these guys. Now a lot of that you might have to say Bill Belichick. Well, what about George Seifert? Joe Montana had George Seifert as a coach, was brilliant. Before that, he had another coach who was brilliant. You look at this and you say, hey, was coaching something to do with it? Same place, same time? Nope, it get a little bit bigger than this, right? So we have a era, right? These are eras here. So you got the Joe Montana era, and then you got the Tom Brady era. One of these quarterbacks played in a tougher era, just like Jordan played in a tougher era of basketball than LeBron James has played. Correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. Yo, right now, what I need y'all to do is hit the comment section. I need y'all to hit the like button, subscribe, do both. Yo, because this is serious business here, right? So what you have is Joe you okay, guy? Little trouble in the background, kids playing. You okay? Okay. So what you have is Joe Montana, who played in a football era where the defenses were allowed to. Excuse me, son. Excuse me, I'm having. Can you get back from the table, please, son? While I do this. Can you get back from the table, please, son? Okay. Sorry, slight interruption. We got kids running around the studio right now. But so you got Joe Montana, who played in the era where the defenses were able to be more physical and they was hitting the dog crap out of you. Hands, allowing the hands, all this stuff, right? We have Tom Brady, who played in the era where the defense rules changed. You can only hand check within 5 yards. You can't hit this place. You can't hit that place. There's no real intimidation factor in the era Tom Brady has played in. It leads me to wonder if Joe Montana had played in the same era, how many touchdowns complete would Joe Montana have played? You know? Joe Montana in that 49ers offense is the actual invention of this offense that Tom Brady has been successful in. The West Coast offense, that's what it is. Let's call it what it is. The West Coast offense and the spread is two of the same. So this is what we have. Yo, I'm sorry, man. This is a hard call for me to call a GOAT on this one. It's a hard call for me to call a GOAT on this one. I don't know if I'm going to say Joe Montana or Tom Brady. I have to use the eye test. I remember watching Joe Montana play. I've seen Tom Brady play. This is a clear, hard decision. So I'm going to go as far as saying that the GOAT is man, you know what? Joe Montana left San Francisco 49ers and took the Kansas City Chiefs to their first AFC championship. They lost, but he did it. And so right now we have Tom Brady, who's left the New England Patriots, and he's with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I can't name a clear GOAT right now. Yeah, Joe Montana has 4 Super Bowl rings, been to 4 Super Bowls. Hey, Brady has 6 rings, been to 9 Super Bowls. Brady, your kicker, helped you out with a couple of them rings. Hey, Belichick was cheating, helped you out, a couple of them rings. Same time, Montana, your boy Jerry Rice came out and said, hey, I use sticking with my hands. Help me catch the glove. So that's kind of cheating. This is a hard decision to make. So I'm going to have to break it down like this. Watch out for, okay, got the kid coming in trying to be part of the video. I'm going to break it down like this. And some of y'all won't agree with this. But right now, today, I got to say that Joe Montana is the GOAT. If Tom Brady goes in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers system and wins, then I might change my mind on that. But as far as today, right now, Joe Montana is the GOAT. Yes, he had some dynamic weapons, but he played in the era of football where it was tougher. A lot of y'all is not going to want to hear that. This is a hard decision for me. I actually kind of low-key want to lean towards Tom Brady as being the GOAT. Man, hey, y'all thanks for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button. Next video coming up soon. Peace.